Kristi Gordon now for a look at the weather. Kristi?
So if we were hoping for sunshine today, but we weren't able to break out of the clouds, unfortunately, if you were one of the lucky ones to head up the mountains, this was the scene up there. So this is from Cypress Mountain. Here's a quick look at the cold weather that's on the way. So as you talked about earlier, yes, big drop. So by comparison, for those of you in Kelowna, these are your overnight lows that we're expecting. So down to minus 17 towards the end of the weekend. But when we had that week leading up to Christmas, when it was exceptionally cold, you had overnight lows down to minus 30. So it won't be as cold. Nonetheless, this is a big drop in temperature because we've been above seasonal for this time of year. And areas through the Cariboo, Central Interior regions, you'll be down to about minus 20, minus 25. Again, those are your overnight lows, not your daytime highs. Here's a look at what we're expecting over the next little while. So we are going to see a little bit of cloud cover tomorrow, some showers in through the interior regions, cloud and drizzle for the South Coast area. But we are expecting this to shift out through the morning hours on Friday as it drops to the south. That is the ushering in of that Arctic air. As everything drops to the south, we are going to see a clearing sky, but very cold conditions. So in the meantime, your Thursday is really your transition day. A lot of areas expecting cloud cover and some light precipitation. But Friday, it gets cold as things start to clear out, but the real Arctic air will more so shift in on Sunday. Look at the drop in temperature. So a high of only 1 degree, for example, on Sunday. Again, those numbers will refine as we get closer, but it gives you an idea of how cold it will be. So back to you.
Bundle up. Thank you, Kristi. Just ahead. All right, let's bring in meteorologist Kristi Gordon with a look at our weather forecast, and it is going to get cold, Kristi.
Absolutely. So I've got the numbers for you actually to show you how cold it will get, and I'll give you a comparison to the cold snap that we saw just before Christmas. That week leading up to Christmas was exceptionally cold. Quickly though, I wanted to mention we didn't see a lot of sunshine today. Yes, we got socked in with that cloud cover. If you were able to go up into the mountains, you were able to see the sunshine, but otherwise we were socked in, and we've got one more day of this before the sun makes an appearance with that cold weather. All right, so officially now, Environment Canada issuing a special weather statement. Coastal regions, and that includes from the north coast right down into the south coast, will see temperatures from 5 to 10 degrees below seasonal. Inland regions, potentially 10 to 20 degrees below seasonal. So let's have a look at some of the numbers, shall we? Starting off with the Kelowna area. For example, we could see a massive drop in temperature, and this is through the weekend. You'll see the transition with some of the coldest days being sort of Sunday, for example. By comparison, though, to that week leading up to Christmas, these were like your daytime highs. Overnight lows were dropping close to minus 30. So you can handle it, but certainly be aware it's going to get very cold. And looking at the numbers in Williams Lake, for example, dropping down. These are the overnight lows close to minus 27. The daytime highs will be, these were sort of like the daytime highs that you saw in the week leading up to Christmas. And here's a look at the overnight lows for the Fraser Valley. So we're talking about minus 7, which is what we experienced also. So we can handle it, that's for sure, and it will be short-lived. Here's a look at the forecast for tomorrow. So we do have precipitation in the forecast for tomorrow before that strong northerly flow starts to shift on Friday. So Friday really is that transition day, or the start of the transition day, I should say, and we'll continue to see that transition as we head into the weekend. In the meantime, this is the precipitation we're expecting for our Thursday. Temperatures staying above seasonal for inland regions, near seasonal for coastal regions before we start to see that massive change. Now for Metro Vancouver, it's cloud and drizzle throughout the day. Just a slight chance of showers in the morning on Friday, but otherwise we are headed for sunshine over the next little while, but definitely cold. As I mentioned, though, not as cold as what we have experienced. And these guys are going to be prepared for the cold. They have built an igloo in the Castlegar area. I guess these two kids built it all by themselves. And I think it's a neighbor that took the photo. So thank you to EC Hall for sharing that photo with us.
We've got some good lighting in there, too.
Well, it's very cool. Now, you say, Kristi, that we all can handle it, but I think Squire is unconvinced.
No.
I'm not certain. I'm not certain Squire is convinced that we can handle it.
Well,
he can't, he says. He's here.
We'll get to him in a sec, but first we want to show you this. They are big animals with fearsome reputations, but that didn't stop a Penticton man from jumping into action when he spotted a moose stuck in a wire fence.
She's very good.
Kirk Barharn and his wife Angie Hilmer were driving to Penticton when they saw the moose with its legs tangled in the fence near Summerland. When Barharn approached the animal, it appeared to calm down, and he was able to free it just using his bare hands, and it wandered off.
Off you go, baby.
Just being dramatic. All right.
It was a fantastic rescue.
I hope the moose eventually sends a thank you card, maybe an edible bouquet. That'd be nice.
He was looking for some attention. Moose.
No, this whole wintry thing.
Are you done with it?
We did it just before Christmas.
Yeah.
We did it. We don't need to do it again.
No, I think you're right.
Once a year is enough.
Yeah.
Agree with
Anyway, we'll talk about the Canucks winning last night for Rick Tocchet. Also, there are a lot